Alright, you guys, I'm gonna show you guys how to clean your babyliss Red FX clippers. You guys can see right there, those are my babyliss right there. First thing you're gonna do is you're gonna get all your tools that you're gonna need. This is my babyliss Pro oil. Gonna use that towards the end of the whole process. Next up, you're gonna need your Phillips screwdriver, the one with the cross, as some of you might know it, X. I'm gonna use this one right here. I got two, but the one I'm gonna use is the black one. This one comes in the box of the clipper, but I find the other one more useful because the other one's too small and it's hard to actually twist. I'm gonna use my Diane. I use the Diane brush for multiple things, but in this case I'm gonna use it to clean the clipper from the very inside, and you guys will see that further in the video. First thing you want to do is unscrew those two screws that the clipper has in the back of the blade. And this, we're also going to use the clipper spray towards the end. Once we get all the hair off the blade and the clipper. See all that? Do this every day, we clean it, take off all that hair. Use my brush that I use for the clipper. This is the only brush I use to clean the clipper. I have different brushes for different things, so this one right here is to clean the clipper blades and the clipper and any hair residue. Clean it real good. Make sure you get all the hair off. And just repeat that process. Also do it right here on the clipper. This is where most of the hair gets stuck. You guys will see a whole bunch of hair just come out. So I'm gonna go ahead and using the rat tail size of the Diane brush. It's a little hard to get this hair out because it gets very stuck in there. And then in the very inside of the clipper, it has like a sort of a sponge, so the hair won't go through to the bottom where all the wires and all that's at. So I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward through this step. It's just cleaning out the clipper from the inside. You guys will see that. Alright, you guys, as you guys can see, all that hair residue that came out from inside of the clipper, that's where, in this particular clipper, this is where all the hair gets stuck. The wall and the Andes are a little bit different, but in this particular clipper, the Babyliss Pro FX is a great clipper. It cuts really good, but that's the downside, that a lot of hair gets stuck inside behind the blades. So you really want to clean it almost every day. Sometimes if you have too many clients, you want to set that one aside and cut hair with your other clipper, because that can bring some difficulties towards the haircut process. You might start yanking on the hair or stuff like that, little details. So start cleaning back my blade again, because some of the hair got on there with the brush, and the inside of the blade as well. This inside of the blade, if you guys, some of you might not know, but beginners, this is the blade that does all the cutting process. The other one's just its guide, but this one's the one that actually does the cutting. So you want to make sure that one's always good, that's not missing no tooth or anything like that. All right, clean all my tools. Also, you want to clean your little screws. I always do this and clean my screws every time. Pretty much everything that goes with the clipper. I'm gonna show you guys how to assemble it in a little bit. Back to its place the perfect way, without having anything overlapping. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and use our clipper side spray. Disinfects, lubricates, cools, and anti-rust. The two most important is that it disinfects and lubricates. So it disinfects for the protection of the client and yours, and it lubricates for the protection of the blades and the clipper. So I'm gonna use the oil at the very end and go ahead and assemble everything back. So on the Babyliss, and that ceramic right there, you has two little holes that go towards those two things poking out of the clipper. You're gonna clamp that real good, and this is how I do it. Go ahead and clean that little hair off with my clean towel. You guys can see it's very nice and clean. As before that, it wasn't real clean in the beginning. So go ahead and put my two short screws. This part's where you're gonna struggle the most, because you're gonna have to put some pressure on the back so it can clamp in. But it's not impossible, so as long as you're trying, it's gonna work. I'm gonna use my screwdriver. Notice the pressure that I'm putting with my thumb, and with my index finger, I'm holding the clipper so it won't go away. You don't want to tie it all the way, because you still haven't leveled the actual blades yet. So before you tighten it all the way, you want to make sure that the bottom blades are not overlapping the top blades. If it's overlapping the top blades, you're gonna cut the client, and that's gonna hurt. So if you find a flat surface and a surface that doesn't damage the blades, you can do this method right here. It works better with the trimmers, but right now I'm trying it out with the clipper. It might work, it might not work, but we're gonna try. It doesn't hurt to try. And the surface right here is soft, so it doesn't damage the actual teeth of the blade. And what that's doing is, making sure it's flush and it's flat. Making sure no teeth is overlapping. You still kind of have to eyeball it and see it. see if it doesn't overlap, because you guys can see. You want to check your left corner and your right corner. Still overlapping a little bit on the right corner. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward this, and you guys can see how I level it together. Alright, you guys, so I'm pretty much got it leveled now. I'm just checking it. And once you get it leveled, then you can tighten up both screws real good. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching this video. Maybe I can make another one on how to clean the trimmers out. But thanks for watching this one. And click like and subscribe.